A brand new patch is about to land on the Forerunner server with some new exciting things and new game modes. There's some big changes coming to the Ancient Summoning Pool, and the latest dev insights has landed. So stick with us while we tell you what. Hello and welcome to the Forerunner server. I'm Arcturus, and of course I'm joined here by Mystical while we bring you the latest news with what's going on in Watcher of Realms. Please do remember to like, share and subscribe. We've got a lot of exciting things to go over today. It's a little bit later this week because the internet destructor was playing up and my computer is starting to play up again, so we could be in for a fun couple of months. So let's see how this pans out. Obviously some good heroes came out over the weekend. There was a good chance to get Pneumonia and Nastia. If you went for those, I hope you got what you were after. I tried a little bit for Lulu, but I wasn't massively successful. Did you manage to pull Lulu?
I pulled her on both my global and my Forerunner accounts. I really like the look of her. I like the true damage shenanigans she kicks out. I'm curious if we are going to start to see more true damage coming out, because that evades all that nasty defense type stuff, doesn't it? It's very helpful, that.
Yeah, I think she's probably got more damage potential than Guan Yu, and he's a really good character. So I think it's going to be interesting to see where she gets used to take advantage of her capabilities. So, first up,
you go.
Right, so
this is the big news, isn't it?
This is really, really, really big news. So, finally, the devs have listened to the players, because the players have been saying for a long time, it's absolutely horrible when you're doing an ancient summoning session and you pull a lord from a regular thing. I think I completely agree with this. I think my first pull on ancient summons was Toreador, and I had nothing. And that was a long time ago, but I still remember the pain of it. So,
done better than me. I pulled Venema. I remember I was excited. I got Venema. I thought, yes, I've got a lord. How brilliant is this? And I then went looking online for like guides and tier lists, and it was just a disaster for you. Oh my god!
Yeah,
I've managed to pull bottom of the heap straight away.
Yeah. But there's two things to note from this. So they're taking these units out of the summoning pool, so out of the ancient summoning pool, and it suggests that the other summoning rates are going to remain unchanged. So it's still going to be
the rate remain unchanged. One of them talks about a 0.08% increase. I'm assuming it's the lords. That would take them to 0.8% then.
Yeah, so this will go to 0.8%. So I imagine it'll balance out.
Although they said everything remains the same. So there's according to that, there's a 0.08% chance you'll get nothing. That'd be nice.
What I think they mean is that there is when you pull a lord, there is a 0.8% chance that you'll get a lord or an unnamed unit. And what they're doing is by removing these from the pool, your 0.8 is then going to be from the ancient exclusive pool as opposed to the wider pool. But yes, it's clumsily worded to make it less clear than it could be. Pretty classic for Moonton, but that's why you tune into us, to have people translate these things for you. The other thing to note is
not all badly translated.
Or the other. You this week. So the other thing to note is the date. The date that this is happening is the 29th. So this will, following the update on the 29th of June. That says 29th of June. I think it means July. Yeah. No, it doesn't mean the 29th of June. So June. Global.
Because this is going on global. Global will have their update on the 29th of June, which will be the start of the collab new experience, won't it? When we come on to the patch notes, we'll have a look. That is the first date for the collab version. And
Yes.
we've still got a week before Gallery of War or something, isn't it?
Yeah. So there's some new game modes coming, one of which starts on the 29th. So that's and this is a strong indicator of that's when this patch is about to land on global. So good news, I think, is the takeaway from this, that it'll be easier to get the ancient exclusive units, and they've recently introduced the non-lord pities. So overall, the summoning experience in the ancient pool is going to be better. I think is the takeaway.
It's a little late after I pulled King Hearts instead of Orin, but other than that, it's good.
I pulled King Hearts this weekend while going for Lulu, so there you go.
What's going for Lulu? Okay.
Yes. On my blues, so nothing good came of that. So anyway,
now, interestingly, there's a bit on this. They haven't said where we're going to get them from yet. It goes through it. It says the commander's still interested in getting them. Stay tuned, or something like that.
We understand some commanders still hope to have another opportunity to get them.
The bottom bit, go down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
for the removed Lord heroes, we understand some commanders still hope to have another opportunity to get them. Rest assured, we will introduce new ways to obtain them.
So, way back in the beta, there were purple summoning crystals.
You're going to bring up. You're going there, are you?
I am going there. I know.
Okay,
so,
right.
I
thought that was off limits, but go on.
We have commented in the past that some leakers have incorrectly identified their usage. Now, these were in the past were like epic plus units. Now, they could repurpose those tickets into being a Lord ticket if they wanted to, and it could be an increased rate of getting epic Lords and Lords from that pool if they wanted to do something with that. Because what I'm saying is they already have the code, they've already got the animations in place, so it's not that difficult for them to implement, and then it's just adding it to the drops table somewhere. Would be my thoughts on it.
I didn't want to touch the purple crystal thing.
Well, but currently it's the thing that fits with the information we have available to us. It's legacy code. It's something which they can resurrect relatively easily. So I think we will see how it's going to pan out. I mean, you can still obviously get them from the blue summon pool. The rare summoning crystals, obviously the rates are pretty low, but it's nothing to stop you having a chance to get those units from there, as well as from all the different hero packs that you get through playing the game as your account is progressing. Obviously, if you're end game and you've already had all those packs, you've still not had the opportunity to get those. Really good change. So
the other bit that's coming shortly.
Yeah, so we are recording this somewhat later than we would normally record, and the patch is landing in about 5 hours time. This
when
it will
are
have.
you editing this?
It's pretty much going to be tomorrow evening. This should be going out live, so this should be released on Tuesday evening.
So we've just had the patch.
We've just had the patch. We can't show you anything because it's not technically live. But yeah, anyway, so we'll run through this, and then next week we'll see how close or bad we were. So anyway. Some changes to the key things here are the Evolution Gems and Transmutation Gem pity, and there's some reward changes as well. So first up, there's a new game mode. Gallery of War starts on the 1st of July. This is kind of a bit like this is the one that's a solo boss challenge. So you're going to have to be able to assemble up to 6 teams with equivalent gear. There's some interesting wording on this, and then you have 4 minutes to down as many. 4 minutes to down as many bosses as you can. The next team will continue
you've got
to
defeat 4 bosses, haven't you? Then you go to the next round.
Yeah.
And you've got 4 minutes per team to do it. So there's almost half hour of gameplay there.
Yeah. But what's interesting is it doesn't say that you have to do that full half an hour in one go. And it could be that you go in, you do your 4 minutes, and whatever's left, you can then move on to the next team. So there's potentially, it's a big slog of time, or it could be actually it's something which you can nip into and out of during the day, and that won't be too painful.
But the time they're fixing, or they're trying to, by Dev Insights. But we'll touch Dev Insights in a minute, yeah?
We'll touch on Dev Insights, but actually included in this patch, there are a number of changes in relation to time allocation on various activities. So we will get there. It could be interesting, could be really bad. I think it's going to be nice because there's going to be an opportunity with the community to come together to look for min-maxing the units that will work best in this scenario, that will help us push, get the bosses down as quickly as possible so that we can push the higher reward tiers. Hopefully it will be better than some of the Codex challenges which have come out recently, which have been somewhat painful, especially things like the Esmeralda of Dawn, who was near impossible to complete with the units that were out at the time. And then the one strategy that people did come up with, we have been told is been patched out and won't be available for the next rotation. So yeah, I think there's going to be some good that comes of it. But it's going to be an interesting one.
So for me, the issue is it's coming straight out there. You go straight into beta, so expect there to be issues. That would be my first take on it. It hasn't been run before, so there are going to be issues with it. That's what we have to accept. But we are getting patches on a monthly basis now, and pretty much new content. So it'd be great. We should be grateful for that, I suppose. If it doesn't function all right, still got a load of rewards. But if you want to see it 6 months on the forerunner before you see it live on the global, you'd still be upset by that. So got to take the rough with the smooth. I like content that we can't do as well. I'm happy that endgame players can't do content. I think that's good. I think it's a good thing. Shouldn't be able to do it.
Well, I mean, I agree that you mean, because the first thing that people complain about when they're an endgame player and they've been playing a while, it's just like, oh, there's no new content. It's like, oh, I'm bored, I've got nothing to do. And it's like, yeah, well, okay, well, here's a brand new boss that you can't beat at the moment. Go play. And then people are saying, oh, well, it's too difficult. It's like, okay, well, that's because it's not supposed to be completed on day one. I mean, God, in September last year, no one would have imagined downing Matrix, 250k Matrix was completely beyond everyone's expectations. But now new heroes have come out, there's more strategies available, the game mode has evolved, and now, I mean, even I can get 250k. It's been nerfed a little bit, and there's been a number of changes to it, but other people are able to get it. It is finally achievable, and there are more and more heroes coming out every time who can help push those scores up. So I know some people have just got Lulu might be a good sub for in a northern team instead of Guan Yu. I know a lot of people have been looking for ways to use her. And we're trying to take out Estrid, so maybe the Estrid is the wrong one to take out, and they should be taking out Guan Yu instead.
Yeah, it depends on your roster. I think she's got a definite space, and she AoE sorted. The advantage with tacticians, I think, is you can spin them round in it to do less damage, can't you? So when you're not doing that Pact of Silence, you can next ultimate just turn them around so they're not doing any damage. As soon as Pact of Silence comes along, swap them back over so you can get further in your run. So it should be a little bit easier for you, or taking less damage. So I think tacticians have got a generic advantage. I would aim for removing Estrid and taking both Guan Yu and Lulu would be my first plan.
Estrid has got that defense break though, which does make her incredibly valuable. Although Guan Yu does have some damage ups, damage increases at a 1, where he's able to place a buff on units within two tiles. So it's going to come down to awakenings and other.
Yeah, how your account sits, but I would try that first, and then I would mix and match from there going forwards. Swap another unit out, put another one back in, and see how it goes. And then we move on to real-time co-op mode. This is fantastic.
So this actually looks like it's come straight out of Siege of Tyre. It's the 3 commanders team up against a single boss, and then if you don't have access to an ally, you're able to use a Memoria to bring in a unit. If they don't, the only issue is I really hope they fix the gear lock on the Memorias, because last time that was quite frustrating during the Siege of Tyre, when you go to use someone who it looked like they were geared if you looked at their roster, but when you deployed them they weren't hitting anything at all because their units were unequipped. So yeah,
I'm sure we'll get over it, won't we? I mean, it's all free rewards, isn't it? And again, it's beta, so I wouldn't expect it to work straight away.
No. Well, I mean, technically it shouldn't be beta, because they ran this in Siege of Tyre and they ran it on the Chinese servers, then they ran it on global, and they're basically just taking the boss battle element and extracting it to run again. So they've had a little bit of experience, so I've got not much patience if this doesn't work well, because it's had plenty of time to practice it and get it right.
Stand by to be disappointed.
Yeah, quite possibly. Okay.
Here we go. Now, we've known this has been coming for a little while now, haven't we? We've seen this in Dev Insights.
Yeah.
And it will finally be here for the weekend.
It will. So this weekend, the Forerunners will have their first run of the Arbiter and Chaos Dominion faction trials. And so it's new maps, new bosses, new mechanics. I think my only problem with this is the fact that there are so few healers available in both of these factions. And it's not like, especially for the Chaotix, if you don't have Dysomia or you don't have Carnelian, you're going to be in a very, very difficult situation, because they naturally drag their health down in order to do more damage. So
I should tell you how that goes without them, okay?
Yeah, I think this could be incredibly unfair content, and unless there are more healers coming for these factions. I mean, personally,
this is what we normally get, isn't it? We normally get content that we can't do, and they slowly bring in units to help you do them. So, I mean, if that's what it is, then absolutely fine. Curious to see how many people went for Monia in the recent banner, knowing that this is now coming.
Yeah,
did that banner suddenly become better than it was?
I think, I mean, Nastya is a great unit. I mean, she's such a great lord, and she's got good damage potential. To then be paired with Eumonia, I mean, she's all right as a healer, but for me, she doesn't really ramp until she gets to A3, when she gets the wide area. But I'm be interested to see how that pans out.
Which has got good exclusive gear coming.
Good to know.
Well, reading between the lines with Dev Insights has said a couple of times when she's been brought up, she would either be getting exclusive gear or exclusive artifact. And then recently in Dev Insights, they also said they would be bringing out healer-specific gear, exclusive gear that has speed as the main stat. So it would follow she would get an exclusive piece of gear that has speed as a main stat. That's my guess. There's no insider knowledge. It's just a guess on Dev Insights. So
okay, I think that's a really good call.
Save your maths. There you go.
Yeah. So I think for me, I mean, for me, the Arbiters, I'm going to be struggling because I've only got Constance, and I don't find her to be a particularly effective healer. But
there's a reason for that. She's not.
Yeah, she's not. She's a mediocre tank who does a bit of trickle healing. I mean, it's like trying to keep your team alive.
When she came out, wasn't she? She was the only one that could do it.
Well,
when
no,
she came out.
Marielle could do it first, but she was an epic. Constance was the first a legendary, but she also had the inspiration, and she was the first ground-based inspiration.
No one else had it, and ground-based unit and healer. I mean, she was absolutely fantastic and top draw when she came out. Wow, has the power creep gone past her, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. She's struggling a lot. I mean, and she's not a good enough inspiration unit to sort of really bring in when you can bring in someone else who does better healing or provides shields or something that adds a little bit more. I mean, I think I would rather go for a slightly tanky fighter and bring a Rivenhold in rather than trying to bring in Constance and hope that she managed to keep everyone alive on an Arbiter team. So it is going to be how your account is, but yeah, I just don't like the fact there are so few reliable healers in either of these factions. I mean, Carnelian.
No, well, maybe it'll be like, what's that?
The fighter stages.
The Codex. No, the Codex boss. Mm-hmm. The one in the water.
Yeah.
And then the mobs go round, and you can kill one of the mobs, can't you, to get healed from them? Maybe we're going to see mechanics like that.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we'll have to see, because they'll have to do something to make it certainly achievable.
New mechanics await. They've got healing mechanics in there, or shield mechanics, or something like that.
Maybe. Okay. Optimizations and reward enhancements. So basically, if they're going to hand out additional rewards for completing the first 4 stages, and if you have completed the hero's path, which is basically an introductory story before the Vulcan missions, it's some additional summoning crystals, so that's level 10 there. And then once you complete that, you're going to be able to increase auto fight speed from ×3 to ×6, which is going to be massive. Standby.
It's just background auto fighting, though, isn't it? It's not auto fighting that you're seeing on the screen.
Yeah.
So when you go and do Drakes or don't do the guild boss, it's still going to be at 3 times. It's only in the background.
Yeah, but stand by for all of your background auto fights to break, because they've still not managed to calculate background auto fights at speed properly, and
they would already be pre-worked out, and they would just run it at 6 times speed, and then at the end give you the rewards. That's my bet. But it's not actually happening.
I still suffer PTSD from every time I try and run my gear dungeons, and then one of them doesn't work because of RNG, because it's running at ×3 speed or something. So I think, I can see a lot of auto fights breaking. It's just painful experience.
This will run smoothly and there will be no issues.
Whereas I have no faith in this at all. Okay.
I'm going full glass half full today.
Oh dear.
Now big news.
Very big news. So they're adding a pity mechanic to evolution and transmutation gems.
Left off variant.
Yes. It's interesting because they did say they were going to include variant in this.
I think it would be coming later, because they also said they were bringing out a new gem as well. I think it was to do tier 2 to tier 3, was it? Was that what the new gem was going to do? When the devs mentioned this, they also mentioned about a new gem as well. So
yeah, there was kind of they were also talking about a stat lock gem, so you could
that was lock stat. Main stat changing, I think.
Yeah, so there's two different gems that they mentioned. One is the main stat change gem, and the other one is you could lock a substat and then re-roll it. So you could choose the stat to lock. So if you had like a gold roll, and then you had to, but everything else was terrible, and he's like, well, I want to lock that one, but I want to re-roll the others. I had one of those come in recently. It's like 1 gold and 4 blues, and it's like, just painful knowing I was going to have to hammer a gold one because the other subs just weren't there. Anyway, pity counts can be for each gem consumed, the corresponding pity count will increase by 1. Pity counts can be consumed when to perform a targeted evolution or transmutation gear that can be consumed. I think that's interesting wording. So that almost it suggests that you can store them up. Anyway, so pity counts can be accumulated.
The other thing is they put pity counter in the dev insights. They said 10. Yeah, but there's no guarantee it's going to be 10. It's not gone live yet. It could be 100. It could be 1,200. I mean, we just don't know.
No, we will have to see how that comes in. Unfortunately, I don't have 10 of these gems saved up, so I can't give you the direct answer to that when it does go live. But we will see what it comes out over the next couple of weeks. You do.
I saved as soon as I read it in Dev Insights. I stopped everything.
Yeah, so pity counts will start accumulating after the update. So it's no point trying to assuming that everything's going to be counting before this. So yeah, it is literally a case of as soon as the patch drops, everyone is on 0, which is what they did with the ancient summoning. So yeah, it makes sense. It's the easiest way for them to implement a pity tracker. Some next rewards. So if you completed stage 8 stage chapter 8, you'll get evolution gems and transmutation gems, which I think is the point when you actually get access to the gem enhancement system. So you get an opportunity to play with those straight up.
Privilidge Card gets a perk, doesn't it? That's been a while, hasn't it? A lot of people have said that needs updating when the old quick clear tokens came out. So they have now done it. That's interesting.
Yeah, so more auto fights, more gold, more XP, max stamina increase. It's minor, so it's raised to 50. I think what is it at the moment? At the moment, it is
30.
30. So yeah, it's an extra 20 on there, an extra 5% on gold.
Will yours
experience
automatically jump up then, or are you going to be seen off for the next 52 days?
No, I think it will automatically update. Because for them,
nice theory.
For them, it's a checksum. The only thing that's the thing is how long the bonus is applied. So I think it'll be this will actually work really well, because I don't think there'll be any issues associated with it.
Okay. Next time a war's going on, where's my compensation?
Well, that's one I've not revisited with the customer service team for a while. Maybe I should do that. Anyway, so extra rewards include added new privilege perk, so 10 extra daily free quick clears. So you kind of get 20 from various activities. You get 10.
You thought your times 6 speed wasn't going to work.
Yeah, I know. Times 8 on background autos is going to break so many things. I can just see it breaking. Yeah. Okay. Fine. But I mean, if you do a lot of farming, it's going to be a real massive thing, because it does take. If you're doing like a 500 run thing, it takes so long. If you're doing Gear Raid 1 or Gear Raid 3, so hopefully this will make it a more palatable amount of time.
Yeah. You need it to be done while you go to bed.
Exactly.
That's as long as it can have.
Yeah. Except that they now kick you out after you've been online for a certain amount of time and certain activities haven't been taking place. So your farming gets interrupted overnight anyway. Varidrakis, who was unlocked from doing the faction trials, has now got a opportunity. His his first awakening has been unlocked. We will see what that is next week. But yeah, I think he's going to be. He's an interesting unit. I do like him. I like the fact that he can hit ground and air. I like the fact that he's got a wide deployment zone, and I think he does decent damage. I think he's just a bit difficult to get the most out of him at the moment, but we do know that there is a new Lord coming. Maybe he'll work really well with her. We'll have to see. Solkadens, they fixed an issue where Pyroblitz failed to trigger bounce attacks when hitting a dead target. So I guess that meant that his flame attacks that he builds up for attacking a burning unit weren't then going to other units if his primary target died. So that's a nice little damage fix for him. And then they added the basic attack damage tag to Lulu's talent.
Here's the bit you mentioned earlier.
Ezreal Dare of Dawn's vulnerability. So there's a couple of changes here. So Challenge Conquest, number of bosses available to commanders has been increased from 1 to 2.
Yeah, so instead of getting one and then the other one and then the other one, we will get both of them available all the time whenever it comes due. There is only 2 of them. So.
Yeah, apparently. Okay. So the Ezreal of Dawn will have increased vulnerability, magic damage, and increased vulnerability, physical damage during her first 3 appearances. So that's going to make it a bit easier to get to the twin phases. Hopefully this will make it easier to get a decent score. And they've reduced her attack. I didn't find her attacks to be that significant. I found it was her spawns that were more problematic than she was.
I think this is just the first test and adjust from it, isn't it? And then they will see how it goes and how many people get it, that sort of stuff. And then the following month they will test it again. But the next sentence is the big one, isn't it? Yeah,
it's this fixing the anti-heal effect caused by the Dawn's combo skill. Cinderfall Sky failed to cast.
I did like how quickly they came out and said they were fixing that. That was nice. A lot of things they've been a lot slower on, haven't they? So they are getting better at this.
Yeah,
it's not perfect, but it is better.
It would be better if they fixed these things before they released them to the general population, but there you go.
That's not going to happen, is it? They're releasing them on beta, aren't they? So
yeah,
that's their get out of jail free card, isn't it?
Yeah.
Some nice changes here.
Yeah, so they're optimizing the Demon Soldier Quick Affiliate feature. You can now choose the Lord hero affiliated with the Demon Captain from your top 5 heroes with the highest BP. So this means that if your you have multiple lords in your top 5 and you want a specific unit associated with the Grotesque Fiend, for example, normally because that would be the highest BP one, they would get pulled to be affiliated with the captain. Now you're going to be able to choose a weaker unit, potentially, because if you're bringing the Lord in only for their Lord skill, then you'll be able to bring the Grotesque Fiend with the highest Lord affiliate, and then for example, and then you'll be able to sort of push through with the extra damage that brings. But optimize the sparring experience in Sandbox. You can now directly select a Sandbox or Guild War team to challenge, eliminating the need to go to settings and switch between Guild War and Sandbox teams. Fine. I wasn't too bothered about it as a feature, but I can see why people would prefer that. It's a quality of life thing. I think that's fine. New cumulative login achievements. I think that's great. Complete these achievements to earn meta rewards. But when you've been logging in more than those days, because that doesn't track properly in Forerunners, it's at least 30 days out. It's nice to sort of get some better rewards than just these standard ones. So I think it's obviously going to be some achievements associated with that.
Be nice. And then this is a big change, isn't it?
Yeah, double challenge feature. Yeah, so this is going to be interesting. So you could actually. I use a word here, and it's going to sound bad, but it's not. I was going to say you can exploit this with the bots. So if you're encountering arena bots,
does sound bad.
It does sound bad, but it's not. You can take advantage of a situation presented to you by the developers using their own in-game mechanics to maximize your reward potential. You can tell I can work in management.
That sounds just as bad. Probably worse, actually.
Yeah, so...
Because you get double the rewards for winning, don't you? And you do not get double the loss points for losing. That's essentially it, isn't it?
Defeat your double rewards without doubling the points and rewards for the challenge commander remain unchanged. So,
and you can customize your team name.
Yeah, which... Or I guess if you've got specific compositions that you have or specific timings that you have, so you might have an arena team that's specifically you use for low BP because you know that you're going to clear the waves particularly quickly and that will screw up your auto battle, so you can have a team set for that. And then you might be an alternate team that you bring in for a specific team composition where you trigger an ultimate at a different time or something. And so rather than just being 1, 2, 3, this is going to be a bit, give you that opportunity to say low BP, standard, whatever, exception. So I think it's a quality of life feature. I think that could be, some people would make use of it. I
will not be. I have one team, I press auto, I go make a cup of tea, that's me done. Yeah,
I have to say, I've not been giving it too much focus recently, especially with War of Fates on, as there are no cumulative combat events, so I'm not as motivated to go for those. So yeah, those are the patch notes. Really nice quality of life, especially around these. It does say somewhere that anyone who's completed all of these stages already will get the things in their inbox. So if you've already passed these stages, don't worry, you will get the rewards. And yeah, I think that's kind of it in terms of the patch. I think it looks like a really good patch. New game modes. I think
another month, another big patch, and it's another good one.
Yeah,
I think month on month they've been doing a fantastic job.
Yeah, absolutely. And the other good thing is it's a good indicator of what's coming up to the anniversary as well, because if they've managed to do that in the lead up to the anniversary and they're giving us all this good stuff in advance, that says they've put a lot of thought into what's coming up in terms of game content. I will say though that they did promise to have the open world Void Rift available in Q1 of the year. It's now nearly the end of Q2 and it's still
I think that's an anniversary event. I think it's an anniversary event.
It could well be. It could well be. I mean,
I would normally write in and do a video saying, "Oh, where's this?" But I have a feeling it's going to be an anniversary event. I just don't know why. I just think they are.
Unless their argument is, well, we gave you the Dracula rerun, which had open world Void Rifty mechanics, so we did kind of achieve it. Anyway, so this morning, just before the Monday morning, this came out. There was a new Dev Insights which rolled out, and some interesting things in here. So let's see if I can find it again. Here we go. So this is where Mystical doesn't disappear for once. Wow, things are working. Right, so
Kiss of Death.
Kiss of Death, absolutely. So this actually came out, is already live on the Forerunner server.
This was a waste of time answering this question.
Yeah, but they do it. They said it last month, and they've said it again because last week, and then they said it again. This nice one, I think, one of your favourite units here is going to be getting a nice little buff. Let's just see.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, I really like her. Really good. It's a nice artifact. Took a while to get it going. Sorry, it's a nice exclusive gear. It took a while to get it going because she never worked with Hel's Lamont originally, did she?
No.
Her ultimate is now triggered with Hel's Lamont, so that's a bonus.
Yeah,
that was never in the patch notes.
No. So they're going to tweak Xena's exclusive gear, and they'll be rolling out balance updates in the near future. Yeah. I think
more reasons to save your stuff. There's more exclusive gear coming. The anniversary load exclusive gear is going to drop again. Also, that's going to be Pneumonia's exclusive exclusive bangle, I want to say. Is bangle right for attack
Amulet speed.
Amulet is attack speed, yeah.
But unless you're suggesting there's new broken gear coming in, you can have multiple attack speed amulets. Hello, Helga.
Oh dear, yeah.
Right. Top 500 limit for global Apex Overlord and feels very restrictive as more players reach the threshold near reset. Expand tiers.
But they're opening it up.
Yeah.
They haven't said how far they're opening it up to how many people, but they are opening it up, which is a bonus. Only good news. I think this is tied in with the next question as well, to be honest.
Yeah, so the entry for Apex Arenas feels very steep for casual players to try and get Lady Alex. Can we have an Apex coin boost? Now, this is something which they were adamant that they were not going to do. So I am actually really pleased that they have taken it on board and they're going to look at improvements for people. Yeah. Especially
years later.
Yeah.
I mean, it comes up again, doesn't it, in the dev insights later on as well. This is an Apex coins, Lady A, I think were a disaster from the moment they put them in, and everyone said the gap between 3 times more for being in Apex than for being in Overlord is too great. You're going to create a massive gulf. And they were, no, don't be so stupid, that won't happen.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Yeah, it's exactly, and it's like 2,250 now for getting in Apex and 800 for being an Overlord, and it's just insane. It's absolutely insane, especially when you're on global, where you've got people who have over the 2,100 threshold, but don't qualify for Apex Arena, but are clearly putting
the top, I don't know, 480, 475 down to the 530 mark. I bet that last hour, I bet there's some fierce fighting going on there.
Yeah.
I bet there's some toys being thrown out of the pram and all sorts going on there. I should imagine that's a disaster.
Yeah, I mean, they've tried to make it better by bringing forward the end time of the position changes, but I think when they introduced that, you said at the time that's only bringing the situation forward 10 minutes. It doesn't solve the issue of people getting kicked around. But I think this double points farming thing is going to make it a big difference to that final hour and people getting jumped around, especially as the impact on your target is only ×1, but you're going to get ×2 points if you win. Yeah. So that's going to be really interesting.
There'll be people sat there with a bot, knowing they've got a bot to do a double win on.
Yeah, absolutely. Any way to keep auto runs going, even when the inventory its capacity, really nice quality of life.
Mentioned it last time, didn't they? People are farming gold now, and what they're doing is they're topping up on heroes from the gold farming, aren't they? And all of a sudden, your gold farming overnight drops out on you because you've got too many heroes.
It's really frustrating. It is. This again forcing these games to stay open. So they're saying you can. Well, I think it doesn't address the point directly. They're just saying we're increasing we're looking at how to improve it. Their solution currently is to speed it up, but that doesn't solve the fact you need to have the game in the foreground, which is a problem for a mobile game. I think that was the point that some people have brought out previously.
Yeah, but apparently your battery won't be used as much because it won't take you as long.
Yeah.
I think this is a really good suggestion. I'd like to see this in. Question 7 is absolutely fantastic. I do like this. I think there's a lot of...
Yes, but they will put it under the boss bar. They'll put it under the boss bar again. So stages like gear rate, certain stages you won't put the time. You won't be able to see the timer because they'll put it in the wrong place. Because it has been...
just put it on...
If they put it like top,
put it as a UI thing that I can have somewhere, or
if they put it top
next
right, under where the settings is, that would be fine, because there's never any tooltips that come over that section of the map. And it's just the fact that they insist on putting it like top left, where there's loads of information comes out, or the boss bar goes over, or the unit counter is there, and it keeps getting covered by something else. Because if it's in the middle, a boss bar covers it. If it's in the top left, something else will cover it. So top right, I think, is where they should be looking to put this. But yeah, if they can do it, I think it's really, really good.
Yeah, because I always press pause or slow-mo or zoom into an area, wait until this mob is here, wait until they start this action or whatever. But now you could say wait until this time, 1 minute 32 seconds into the fight, now place this hero. So that'd be I think it'd be nice.
In his PvP tutorials, Chaddy is very, very good at saying, at this time drop this unit, at this time drop this unit, and that's kind of min-maxing that we need, especially in some of this content, because it can be very high cost or very, you need to have this unit here at this time so their rage can build, and just that specifics can be really, really useful, especially if you know roughly how fast things like rage is generating. Okay, so Star Piercer Faction Trial doesn't currently have any achievements. Standby for action, so that's something to check tomorrow morning, Mystical, in your run through to see if we get the achievement for that.
No, it's not coming for a while.
Oh, okay. Confirmed
to launch in the second half of the year, so I mean I can check tomorrow morning, but I bet it's not coming till Christmas.
Yeah, maybe. Void, people complaining about Void Rift. It takes me 5 minutes to complete this game mode and get loads of free rewards.
Yeah, but this ties in with the new content coming, doesn't it? I think they pinned down how long they can get the average person to stay in the game.
Yeah.
And it therefore involves them having to make other parts quicker, which is good to see that they've defined a time, whether that's an hour a day or whatever, or 2 hours they want you in playing for. They have gone, this is the time we want you in for, and we will test and adjust around that. So, I mean, that's a plus, I feel, and along with this as well.
Yeah, improving the time on Malrix, because it can be very frustrating to do Malrix, and even the background fight for Malrix isn't a pleasant experience, because it still takes the same amount of time for the stage to pass, and then you've still got to do the accept decline across multiple ones. Sweep tickets would make it a much more pleasant experience for the end user. So yeah, interesting one.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see when that comes out. So
yeah,
again, second half of the year, gonna have to start noting down what's coming out for the second half of the year.
Hero roster could use a fast tilter for Lords, and that's a really nice idea.
Previous Dev Insight said it was going to arrive in February this year, so they're a little behind their own curve.
Yeah. Based on and that's it for them up to the 7th of June. So next week, hopefully they will address the one that I raised about adding the Pantheon bonuses to the stats. So that's one to look out for in next week's Dev Insights, to see whether they address that one. You don't think so?
I don't think they're going to address it at all. They only seem to address things they've got answers for. So if you ask a question they haven't got an answer for, I don't think it's going to get addressed. And I don't think they've got an answer for putting Pantheon bonuses in with the stats so you can see it prior to the launch. There you go.
But they have all the information there. It's not like I'm asking them to generate new information. All the unit information is there. It's just on two different screens. And so all it needs to do is just bring it together into one screen. And I even said to them, you don't need to create a new column. Just dump it in the other column with all of the other random stats that you acquire from skins or gallery bonuses. So just dump it in there because it's just an additive feature anyway. So just, throw it in. Don't make a big deal about it.
Yeah, they won't, because they won't do it. I mean, it's taken 2 years just to add a tag filter for Lords, for crying out loud.
Nearly 3, and that's just in the global launch. Don't you? If you go in beta, it's like 4+. So
So you all think you're going to get Pantheon bonuses added in, and it's taken a system to get Lords as a tag.
We can but hope. I think for me, it's up there with Iovar sword counters. So, I mean, they're kind of like my bugbears that I would like to see addressed.
Yeah, would be nice.
Okay.
That would be nice.
Any final comments? Oh yeah, Above the Clouds probably won't be available by the time this releases. I thought the event was quite fun. The cards, I'm probably going to finish in the top 50 on the card game in the end. I just wasn't able to stay in the top 10, and once I started dropping
points, then
it was honestly once I started dropping out of the top 20, it was just like, well, there's no motivation to try and reach it because the people who were in there were just accelerated ahead by such a degree it wasn't worth putting the effort in. So, but overall, I think it was interesting. I thought the 3 Calamities was a nice game mode. The Demonic Ruins was a little bit RNG to get the things out, but
I thought it was boring.
This one,
let's go for that. I like the boss comes out, but I mean, we get this when this event came out. Brilliant, but now we always seem to get there's a bit of a storyline. You'll get some coins and you'll get some lesser coins. They will go to the shop. It's the same event, we just get a different skin on it, would be my take. I'd like to see them do some new events.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, I guess for them this time they brought in the sort of the yin yang symbols that you had to manage your deployment so that you didn't have to deal with a global debuff, and I thought that was quite a clever mechanic to have, and because you had to stagger how you were putting units down and you had to consider which units you were bringing out, but there might have been other ways to do it to maximize the reward potential in different ways. I think if you had been lucky enough to get Ushi, she was going to be a very interesting one to play around within that content, but didn't manage to get her. Sorry, Suyu.
Yeah, on the whole, I thought the event was all right, but I would like to see him to start mixing it up. I think we've seen too much samey rubbish now.
Yeah.
So the anniversary, let's do something different. That's what I'd like to say. That'd be my take on it.
Stand by for a boss mode then in the anniversary.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Cool. I think that's it. I mean, it's a bit of a high-speed run-through because there's a lot to cover.
Something to end on then.
Yeah.
So the Chinese server recently had an Ancients 1+1 event.
Oh, right.
Now, apparently the last time we had one was last Christmas, someone was saying. Now, I didn't do it because there was no... You never knew when you were going to get a legendary. So I don't remember doing it, but I think there might have been something about us having a 1+1 Ancient before. So, as the Chinese server has just had it, are we going to have it?
I think if we are going to have it, we probably have it for the anniversary.
Yeah.
Would you
Do you
go
remember a previous 1+1 Ancient?
No, I don't.
I mean, I don't remember it, but there's some people on stream this morning when I was doing my weekly reset. They were very adamant they had it. I sort of think Well, did we have it? I mean, I wouldn't have participated, I don't think, because it was a free-play account, and you never know before Pity how many ancients you'd have to pull to get it.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't have been something I don't think off the top of my head I would have participated in. But having a look now, so how far are you away from Lord Pity then, just out of interest?
I'm actually quite a long way, because I think... Record. I got an Ivar.
No, that's not your Lord, is it? That's not your legendary Pity.
That's my Lord Pity.
Yeah.
My legendary Pity is... what's that? So that's 6, 30, 66, 96, 100, 16, 18, 19.
No, this can't be right. You can't have got more than 100.
130. Yeah, it's 130 Pity.
Oh yeah, it's 130. So you're what? It goes on what? 200, does it? No, it goes on what? 150 or something, doesn't it? It pulls
yeah,
back.
150 now. Which is, I think, slightly more than they actually implied it would be. I think they suggested it would
starts at 130, doesn't it? Guaranteed by 150. Yeah, that's right. So you are right on the cusp. So if they had one, you'd be really good for pulling them, wouldn't you?
Yeah, because I'm right
with your 29 actually.
If I wanted something that may or may not be a pneumonia, yeah. But yeah. You could always end up with double Giselle. That's the only risk on something like that, which would just be so painful.
Would you risk it?
I don't know. I am missing quite a lot of ancient units. So if we just go to my gallery. Oh. Right.
Oh, I've gone. That's it. On that. Oh, it's all going wrong now.
The units I'm mostly missing are ancient exclusives, so Lugaru, Giselle, Ymrit, Goldrack, Kane, Sergei. So yeah, Cassiel. Yeah, so he's on nascent, so that's not fine. It's Cyrus, Pelagios, and Scythra. So yeah, I've got and Cade. I actually there's. I have to say, I think my nascent for ancients would be worse than my 1+1s. I think because there's so many units here who are just like, I can live without them. So, but I think
would you go for it if there's a 1+1?
1+1, I think I might, because I think there's a couple of units who I would like to get. So Ymrit, if only for the bond skill for Honora. Quite like to get the bond skill for Gushi as well. And who else? If I could get Pierre. Well, Pierre's interesting. I'd quite like to play with him, but I think I also want to see what else I can do, really. I mean, I don't want Cade, I don't want Giselle, don't need Pelagios, and he's getting a major rework. Scythra would be nice, especially in some of these new sort of anti-air chaotic teams. It could be fun. Under Garn.
Do you then?
I think I'd have to. It would be a decision I made on the day. I don't think I can really. I think that I'm missing a lot of units from Ancient Pool, and it would be good value for me to pull on it. The chance to get 2. But
would you do it on WoRs?
It'd have to come down to where I was at the time, and if something else had cropped up which caught my attention. Or then, so Yeah, if they do a 1+1 for the anniversary, sure, I will do my 1+1 summons on that. There you go.